So, two main themes of the day. There's one constant in the universe, and it's irony. The second, the long memory is the most radical idea in America. In America, apparently, more than half of the country are okay with bigoted fascists and rapists and etc., convicted criminal. Because of the price of groceries. Well, first of all, the price of groceries is not an indicator of the economy. We have the strongest economy in the world right now because we're at the end of the Biden presidency. Now, the problem is, some of these kids voting, well, they didn't even have a chance to have a long memory and didn't, talk to any of their elders and understand how the system worked. The first 4 years of the Trump presidency, the economy we were running on was the economy that Obama left behind. The economy takes time to catch up. So that means therein that the first 4 years of the Biden administration is running on the economy that Trump left behind. So y'all that felt like you were better off 4 years ago, well, you gotta say thanks, Obama. That's how that works. The economy isn't, you don't like do something today and next week or next year or the next 2 years, the economy responds. It's a very slow process, but we get a lot of kids out there who don't understand how the world works. Now, we got a lot of kids out there that wanted to do a protest vote against Kamala because of Palestine, while not noting that Kamala was calling for a ceasefire. Trump is calling for Bibi to finish the job. So if you were worried about genocide in Palestine, well, you got it now. Wait till you see it now. Wait till you see it now. You're going to be wishing for somebody that was just sending weapons, but was also trying to get a ceasefire. And by the way, that ceasefire was halted by Trump when he called Bibi. So, irony. The irony of it, that the price of eggs was enough to sell your soul. And it's not going to fix the price of eggs. If we have a good economy, in the beginning of Trump's next presidency, that will be Biden's economy. For the first 4 years. Well, actually, so the only 4 years that he's got, that should be Biden's economy. We have not seen Biden's economy yet. Or prices and that kind of thing. Or just at the end, it started to kick up. We're just starting to see it. And if you actually looked at the math, Trump wants to drill, baby, drill. We're drilling more than we ever had. We're drilling more than we did under Trump. I don't really like that because I love Mother Nature. But Trump says we'll be energy independent. We are energy independent. My entire lifetime, we were ruled by this group of Middle Eastern countries called OPEC. Maybe you heard of it. And OPEC would slow their production to raise oil prices, and the next thing you know, we're in a war. We're in a war somewhere fighting for oil. My whole life. Even all the way back to Vietnam. Vietnam was a fight for oil. We're producing so much oil now that we're selling it. We're selling the excess. We're energy independent and no longer dependent on OPEC. We're producing more oil than the whole of OPEC. But apps like this are the problem. People get used to absorbing 30 seconds of information and think they have a complete story of something. You'll notice I just don't do those videos. I'm not going to lower myself to 30 seconds, 60 seconds. If you tune out, fine. I'm not going to try and make an ignorant, stupid point, which is all you can do in 30 to 60 seconds. You can't say anything of substance. You can't say anything of quality You can't really accomplish anything in 30 to 60 seconds or a minute, whatever you got. You can't say anything of any substance. We have dumbed down America. We have dumbed down the world. And if you haven't seen the movie Idiocracy, you really need to see it because it was a prophecy. And you can watch it on YouTube for free. It's on YouTube for free. You've got to see the movie Idiocracy. We've got to find a way to laugh. So they taught me one of my first real day on the job as a cop when I was dealing with my first floater, a bloated dead body. I'm not going to give you the whole story because, I'll get a violation. The guy grabbed me by the shoulders, shook me, said, "You got to laugh, Mikey. You got to laugh. If you don't laugh, this job will kill you, man. You got to find humor in it, in the darkest of humanity. You must find the humor in it for your own sake." And those were important words for much of my life, even beyond that job. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. So, irony and the short memory is what's running our country right now. And if this account's still there in 4 years, we'll see. So be sure and follow me. You must be following me here at Uncle Birch 8. Also follow me at Uncle Birch 10. I started a new account and then noticed that they suddenly gave me back Uncle Birch 8, which had been locked up. I hadn't been really banned or anything, but just they wouldn't let me into it for 6 months or something at least. And suddenly I got that back. So I don't know if I'll ever get Uncle Birch 9 back. God, so many accounts lost. I number them. First one was 75,000. I think the next one was 60,000, 20,000, 15,000, on and on. Starting over, perpetually starting over. But at Uncle Birch 10, I'm going to run into new people that I hadn't seen before. So, anyway, check me out at Witch School, WITCHSKEWL. You can Google that and find that. Because if I tell you too much about that, well, then they're going to use their algorithm on me to stifle me. So, check that out. Uncle Birch out.